Abused. The US government says the H-1B visa system has been abused for years, and now they've dropped a hammer on it. Starting September 21st, any new H-1B visa application will come with a shocking price tag. $100,000. In the words of the US Commerce Secretary, the company needs to decide, is the person valuable enough to have $100,000 payments to the government, or should they head home so the company can hire an American? Supporters of this change say it will finally protect American workers from being undercuts. Critics argue it could backfire, blocking the very global talent that built giants like Amazon, Microsoft, and Google. I'm Max from the Visa Library. Like the video, subscribe, and let's break down what this fee really means. Let's start with what the H-1B visa really is. This visa is America's gateway for skilled foreign workers. It's designed for jobs that need specialized knowledge like technology, science, engineering, and healthcare. If you've heard people call it the tech visa, that's because most H-1B visa holders work in computer-related fields. Critics argue that H-1B visas take jobs from Americans, while supporters, including people like Elon Musk, say the visas are what allow the US to attract the world's top talent. Here's how it works. You can't apply on your own. A US employer has to sponsor you. The company files a petition, and if it's approved, you can come to the US and work. The visa usually lasts 3 years at first and can be extended to a maximum of 6 years. Many workers use this visa to apply for a green card if they want to stay permanently. Until now, the costs for employers to file a petition were somewhere between $1,500 to $6,000 plus optional premium processing fees. But President Trump has announced a brand new $100,000 fee. So at its core, the H-1B visa has always been about balance, giving US companies access to top talent in the world while trying to protect American jobs. But who does this visa fee apply to? As I mentioned, this fee applies to any new petition that is filed on or after September 21st, 2025. The payment is a one-time cost. It does not apply to renewals or extensions for people who already have the status. The rule also says that it does not affect petitions that were submitted before September 21st, 2025. Petitions that were already approved, people who already hold H-1B visas, and it does not apply to extensions for people who are already in H-1B visa status. However, there's still some confusion about whether it applies to changes of a status or amendments. Now, let me answer some questions you might have about this change so far. Question 1. If I already have an H-1B visa and I'm renewing it, do I need to pay that $100,000 fee? No. The fee is only for brand new H-1B visa petitions filed after September 21st, 2025. It does not apply to renewals or extensions. If you already have a status or just renewing it, you do not need to pay that $100,000. Also, current H-1B visa holders are not blocked from traveling in and out of the US under this rule. Next question. I'm in the US on a student visa, for example, F1 visa, and I want to switch it to H-1B. Do I need to pay that fee for my petition? If your employer files a new H-1B petition for you after September 21st, then yes, the $100,000 fee applies. If the petition was filed before that date, you don't need to worry about it. The rule mainly talks about people applying from outside the US, but immigration lawyers say the fee also applies to student visas inside the US who want to change their status. Next question. Is this fee annual, or do I have to pay it each year? No. This is not a yearly fee. It is a one-time payment for a new H-1B petition filed after September 21st, 2025. Next question. Does this apply to petitions filed before September 21st, 2025? No. If your petition was already filed before the deadline, the $100,000 rule does not apply to you. Next one. If I already have an H-1B, can I travel internationally after September 21st? Yes. People who already hold an H-1B status can still travel outside the US and come back in it. The new fee does not affect their travel. whatsoever. Next one. Does it apply to extensions, amendments, or switching employees? Extensions and renewals are safe. The $100,000 fee does not apply to them. Amendments are not clearly mentioned, unfortunately, but most experts believe they are not affected either. The gray area is transfers or changing employers. If you already hold an H-1B visa, most transfers likely won't trigger the new fee, but it's not 100% yet. Next question. Can my employer make me pay the $100,000? No. By law, employers are supposed to pay for H-1B visas. They cannot take it from your wages or force you to cover it. Next question. Will denied or withdrawn petitions get a refund? That's the part that is not clear. So far, the government has not promised refunds. Employers should assume the fee is non-refundable for right now. Next question. How about cap-exempt employers like universities or nonprofits? The rule doesn't say they are exempt clearly. Since it mentions all new H-1B visa petitions, it could include cap-exempt ones too. So you'll have to wait for more clear instructions. All right, let's talk about how the reaction has been so far. Economists warn that the new $100,000 fee could slow US economic growth. They argue it'll crush small businesses, block international graduates, and even cause a brain drain that hurts US competitiveness. On the other hand, supporters of the fee said it will stop abuse of the program and make sure visas go only to the most valuable jobs. The co-founder of Netflix praised the fee, saying it'll focus visas on high-value jobs and give employers more certainty. But most big Silicon Valley companies have stayed quiet so far. All right, what happens to Indian dreamers? That's really important. India has always been at the center of H-1B visas. Last year, Indians received more than 70% of all approvals. This new fee for Indian families creates a heavy new barrier. Immigration lawyers warn that smaller US businesses and startups, which often hire Indians, will be priced out. That means fewer opportunities for Indian graduates finishing their studies in the US and fewer chances for skilled workers back home hoping to start their careers in the US. Critics also point out the ripple effect. Slowing down opportunities for Indian workers could push companies to move jobs outside the US, and it may even cause a brain drain where talented Indians are focused to go and look for jobs elsewhere. Yet, supporters argue the fee is about protecting American jobs. So, what do you think about this new fee? Write it down in the comment sections. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel. You can also find links of our free consultation services and social media accounts in the description. Thank you all for watching.